Hello friends. So let me quickly introduce you to the problem statement here. So this is called car price prediction multiple linear regression, I'm sorry. So the problem statement here is, one of the automobile company, it's trying to enter the US market. So it's trying to analyze really what are different car prices within US and what parameters are going to influence the car prices in US, in the United States, right? So they have considered, in this example, they have given a lot of available data for the cars within United States. So the data really describes about different car models, like the car name field here. So you can see the data here. If you scroll down, there is one CSV called car price assignment. So if you click on that, you'll be able to see the various data types that are given, various data fields that are given in this example. So this basically, if you look at it, there is a car ID and there are a lot of fields like car name, symboling. Symboling is basically a rating for the insurance risk that is given for the car model. Fuel type, aspiration, door numbers, so that's the number of doors, car body, whether it's a sedan or convertible and things like that, drive wheel, engine location, like whether it's a front engine or the rear engine, things like that. Wheel base, so that's the length of the distance between the wheels. Car length, car width, car height, curb height. So if you take a look, all these parameters will play a very important role in determining a car price, or in associating all these things to a car price. So all the related data like this, curb weight, engine type, and the number of cylinders here, engine size, and the fuel system, bore ratio, stroke ratio, some of these technical parameters are also very useful to understand the weight of all these parameters on car price, right? Compression ratio, again, some of them are really looking technical in terms of the evaluation of the understanding the car parameters, but then all of these are influential. So we will see how influential are these, and whether they are actually important or unimportant. So while we are solving the problem, we look at each and every field. And so on, right? There is RPM, city mileage per gallon, highway mileage, and last but not the least, the price of the car. So what we are going to do is we will take this data, right, and we will analyze this data. We will use various techniques for taking this data and trying to predict the price, right? So you might ask me, the price is already given, why are we predicting it, right? So this is more of example data you can think of, right? In this example data, we will teach the machine using these parameters, right? So machine will learn from these parameters, for the input and output parameter, and then it will try to figure out, is there a linear relationship here? And if there is a linear relationship between these input parameters and the price, so it's going to determine how much weightage each parameter will have on the overall price. So it's going to figure out a best equation that will really predict the price. So we will see what those techniques are. But really, you will use this as a training data, and then you can in fact divide this data into training and testing. So training data is what we will use to teach the machine and to train the algorithm, and then testing data we will use to predict the price. So as we keep getting new cars, if we know the parameters of those cars, we will be able to predict the price, right? So that's the problem statement here. Now, it might be looking simple. Yes, it is a simple problem to begin with, but then this is going to introduce you to all the techniques that we will use to build this model. And more importantly, before building a machine learning model, we do various activities with data exploration, data visualization, right? Data cleaning, data pre-processing. These are all the stages where data scientists would spend a lot of their time before a machine learning model is built. So we will look at all those stages, and we'll understand it step by step. So that's a quick introduction about the problem. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.